Hello, prancers and pick stickers. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where I'm just doing a bit of busy work, like doing a few things that I wanted to do before finally hitting up Heavensward for real. And the thing I want to do right now is I want to unlock the Dragoon class to see what it does. I want to unlock the Dragoon class. I want to play it for a bit to see what the story is, and that means we have to go a-lancing some stuff. The only way to do that is to go here and talk to the guild receptionist. Hello, I'd like to poke things with sticks, please. Welcome to the Lancers Guild, adventurer. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. Do you seek membership with us?
Yup.
Very well. I shall provide you with an insight into the history of the guild. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelves Wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that the myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized all owed to much to the founding. That spear technique could be formalized at all. Owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by the wood whaler captain Miss Stahl nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you have a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Ewain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Yeah, hi, I'm the fucking Warrior of Light. Ah, yes, the hot bars, yeah. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. I see you have some combat experience. Yet it remains to be seen if such skills as you have acquired will avail you here. But no matter. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has their own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Yeah, it's just like the moment you get a spear in your hand, you just start shouting slurs. It's just terrible how it happens. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield the polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain. Such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hand is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Again, disconcertingly sexual all of a sudden. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Sure. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I shall add to your hunting log the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. In celebration of the occasion, I hereby present you with your very own spear. Arm yourself with it, and speak to me once more. I would have you undertake your first task, a trial, to be precise. Anyway, I'm not wearing any pants now. So, you were able to discern one end of the spear from the other. Oh, no, yeah, the spear was no problem. My UI, on the other hand. You are doubtless eager to put your new weapon to the test, which is well, for I too have a test in mind. Or rather, a trial. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and pit yourself against the creatures that roam just outside the city. The squirrels, ladybugs, and funguar should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, then report back to me. I have a stick! Oh, a level 50 spear. You don't need to. I have enough tomestones that I'm just gonna buy the recommended one, but if it's because it looks cool, I'll gladly take a look at it. I would be more than happy to. Oh! Oh, I see. Alright, I get it. I see it. Aw. That's adorable. That's very cute and silly. I like that. Once again, game, I would love for you to not be so fucking slow in popping up friend requests and stuff. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Again, the ridiculousness of people like this posse of level 90 motherfuckers just following me around. So, you're back. I trust you've learned something of the essence of our art. A lancer learns best when he is doing, each thrust making him strong, okay? Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. Yeah, lots of things will come in time if you thrust enough. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. That as well. It is clear you see the truth in my words. That will be all for the present. Now take up your weapons, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. Yeah, no, that's, Right, well, I sure am tired from all of the training that I've done. I've done a lot of training. I have trained so intensely, and I've really put a lot of effort and time into it, and it was very hard. Anyway, I'm level 5 now. Ah, you have returned. I take from your presence that you've gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into 2 aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. Does it involve killing things with my spear repeatedly until I level up? Because I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with that. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he could ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you'll be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters the most. And so your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to vilekin known as Yarzans. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the minds of their victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzan appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. It means you fight while listening to Beethoven. Welcome back, Brick, and well done. I trust you now understand in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail of the Lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. For when faced with a terrible foe, the Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is naught but a man holding a pole. Yeah, no, every man knows what it's like to be caught holding the pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it'll do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the central shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of Twelveswood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You're to put them down. Huh? What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will say only this: if you face these foes with the Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you've completed the trial play, report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he's doing, aye, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without its worth. Go now, Brick, and do as I bid you.
Okay, I'm going to go and do as you bid me. Hello, I have poked things with a stick.
I've been expecting you, Brick. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. God knows how much I struggled. But you may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear. But you must persevere. Whenever you engage with an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you'll acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of conflict in ideology.
Ideology.
The point is, it matters not which battlefield you stand on. As long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow.
I can't do a good Zizek, but, you know.
Did that make any sense? Even a little. I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Elaine, but if there's aught I can do to assist in your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area.
Ooh, swords. Is that an Ishgardian? Is that what this is?
And you call yourselves Lancers. Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know you are no true Lancer.
Say what you will. I'm above provocation.
Craven to the last man.
It's a dusk rite and everyone in the room is preparing to say some slurs. Okay, cool. Great.
But what have we here?
Wait, he's but a novice.
That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of a Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come.
So, what's with the Edgelord? There's not much to see. Return to your drills. Yeah, push-ups.
Brick, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and skills to bear against your foe, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Brick.
Yay. You know what? I wouldn't mind, but it's just... I should really have gotten the pants, but, you know. Oh my god, this is ugly. Good lord, how do you people stand wearing this nonsense? Christ. Okay, Mr. Pokey Stick Man, can I have some pants now? I should have chosen the pants the last time around, I realized that, but... I'm getting a little cold around my,
Brick, I swear you've gained an ilm around the arm since last we spoke. It is plain you've not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today, we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you've come prepared for battle. That is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Anols claim dominion. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage, but given time, and no small amount of perseverance, I'm confident you'll prove equal to the task.
Yeah, no, I think I might have an idea of how I'm gonna get past them. I think I have a thought about how I'll get there, past all these terrible dinosaur enemies. It's a slightly advanced strategy. It's like, it requires some explanation and some thinking, but I think I'll just hop on my flying motorcycle and fuck him. Let's say fuck him. Give him the finger from 12 feet up in the sky where they can't touch me. Turok, eat your heart out. Congratulations, you've obtained the false Stone of Courage. Don't know who's talking. Oh, it's him.
Aye, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder?
Nothing, actually.
Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Fulk.
Folk. Foulquess. Or whatever. Folk. I guess it's folk. I guess it's supposed to be, but fuck. It's folk, yeah. Let's call him Folk.
We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancer's Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instance I sensed that you were unlike the others, that you had promise. And so to the present. In its current state, the trial which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, it cannot be tolerated. And so I've taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, I'm sure you'll agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Iwain will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger.
Yeah, okay. That's great, man. I'm very happy for you. Anyway, flying motorcycle. feel like it negates a lot of the, a lot of the navigational challenge of the early game.
So, you've returned. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is in rather worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? The Lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training. 7 hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Brick. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is the vainglorious tripe. As you've already learned, a Lancer's courage is a product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annals territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of this trial close at heart.
Off we go killing again. Did you all see that Reddit thread with the player who finished Endwalker without unlocking teleport? On purpose? Or did they just not know? They didn't even death warp. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I have a thing I do when I play Breath of the Wild now, because like I've played it so much that now I impose a no teleportation challenge on myself. For that game, basically so that I can't teleport everywhere in the world, that I have to use the horses, and the motorcycle becomes an actually powerful unlock because it's a fast way to get around. And I quite enjoy a no teleport playstyle in Breath of the Wild, but in an MMO like Final Fantasy XIV, I can scarcely fucking imagine how you'd play it without teleporting. Like just how long it would take to do everything. Yeah, if you want to do a dungeon, you have to go find it in the world rather than queuing up. Every time they had to return to the Rising Stones, it took almost 20 minutes. Jesus! What made me want to try 14? Mostly, partly it was the meme. Like, it was partly because, like, so many people are and I don't mean the meme of, like, oh, you can try it up to level 60. Like, I don't mean the copy pasta. I mean the meme of people saying, no, trust me, bro, it gets good after 50 hours. Which turned out to be a lie. It got good after 150 hours. But, like, that was the thing that attracted me to it. Like, that made me curious. That made me want to go and see what the fuss was about. And also, it seemed like, and this is more sort of from the business side of things, it also seemed like an easy means of content, like, because there's so much of the fucking game, I could play it forever and ever and keep a series going like that, which for my Let's Play channel seemed kind of ideal. 50 hours if you cut out glamming, character design talks, and Ul'dan Empire ends. Listen! Shut the fuck up! Fuck you! Fuck you for being right. Wow, call me out, will ya? You're not wrong, but like you don't have to say it so loud. Hey, a ranged attack, cool. And still no pants. Still no pants. Ah, shit, fuck. I didn't mean to click through that. Ah, well. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. Oh, it's the Edgelord has come back. I get it. Okay. It seems some of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in the East Shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly and rebuked the lad for letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure that the hud-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Brick. Pray go to East Shroud in my stead and watch over our comrade. And so I will, once I've been to the bathroom. Hey, pants! Thank you. Hi, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt the game for a second here to tell you that Jane, my lovely editor who makes these episodes so nice, has written a book with their wife Laura Kate Dale called Who Hunts the Whale. It's a satirical novel about working in the games industry, exploring the absurd realities of working in AAA games development, the strange and disheartening issues that burn people out, and even what might possibly be done about them. It comes out on February 16th, and if you need something to read, hey, I recommend it. Anyway, back to Eorzea. There we go. Okay, right. The things I come back to. Oh, hey, I can finally put on some better clothes. Well, for a given value of better. But what about the pants I got? Oh, they're lower. No, they're lower spec. I'm sorry. Thank you for trading them to me, though. Anyway, Palace of the Dead. We did a very important poll and came to the conclusion you should continue pantsless. Well, who am I to deny democracy? Hello, fuck.
So, we meet again. You remember who I am, I trust?
Who are you again?
You ruined me. How could you possibly forget your mentor? He who taught you the true meaning of courage. Well, it is of little consequence. Though you have forgotten the teacher, it is plain that you have not forgotten his teachings. I understand you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage in Spirit Hold. It seems I was right about you. Aye, you have the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well you've come for me, for I have just the trial for you, one that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? Ah, but you have no choice. Should you refuse, well, suffice to say that I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here.
I mean, I could just stab you. Like, I could literally just swap over into my warrior gear or my pugilist and kick you 7 ways from Thanalan, but, you know.
When last we spoke, I told you that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better sport. No, but fear not, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemical potion and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature which you must then strike down.
Okay.
I'm still not 100% clear on why we don't just stab you, but fair enough. I guess we'll just go murder some innocent creature instead. Hi, I just murdered the soul of a tree. Are you happy?
So, you vanquished the treant. Well done. By striking down that frenzied creature, you have further strengthened your courage. Huh? Release your comrade? Oh, I shall, once you've completed my next trial. This one will pit you against a multitude of foes. Make your way to Lifeman's Stump in the Central Shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot along the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there this time of year, and it should not be long before a path appears.
Pack appears, rather.
When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from up close, the better to offer you advice.
Yeah, no, but also, just so as we're all clear, there's no such fucking thing as an alpha wolf. They do not exist. They are not real. The only place that, like, the idea of an alpha wolf has been observed in practice is in wolves in captivity that were quite, like, severely destabilized and traumatized and did not have good social bonds among their groups. Alpha wolves are not a thing in nature. Wolves that behave the way that alpha wolves behave in captivity would get thrown out of their packs. Like, they would literally just get left behind for dead. Because that behavior isn't acceptable in a wolf pack. But more like the pack would just correct them and teach them not to be complete dickheads.
You are to be congratulated, Brick. By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you have further tempered your courage.
Shadow the Hedgehog-looking ass.
And in the process, you brought peace to Lifeman's Stump, a place considered sacred by the people of Gridania. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by the guild are not but child's play. Mine is the true path to courage. All others lead to ignominy. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Yvain and the House of Cravens never to return.
Nah, because you're fucked up moron.
For your sake, I pray you do so soon, till we meet again.
No, yeah, definitely. I'm just gonna go, like, yeah, the kidnapper guy who kidnaps people and holds them hostage. That's my mentor. That's the guy I want to be. Like, yeah, we're buddies. His principles, cool. Hostage taking, you know? It's just, there's something. Favorite pastime. I'll just go out and, like, take some random people hostage. Like, we'll hang out for a day, play some video games, eat some pizza, and I'll threaten them with a knife. It's a great time.
Brick, thank the gods you're safe. That young fool of a lancer returned but moments ago, and through choked tears recounted to me all that had transpired. I understand Fox again tried to force you upon you his corrupted notion of courage. I cannot say this often enough. A lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. You were able to overcome Fox's trial, this is true. Yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage. That is courage born of composure and resolve. Okay, I get it now. You don't have to tell me anymore. You faltered not before the fury of a frenzied treant, nor did you succumb to panic when surrounded by bloodthirsty wolves. Owing to this, you were able to perform to the fullest of your potential. You've come far, Brick. It is past time I taught you the piercing talon technique, one of the most versatile weapons in the Lancer's arsenal. May it serve you well. Now, I must needs decide what course of action to take with regard to your self-appointed mentor. Though no lives were lost, this latest incident only serves to confirm what I have long suspected, that Folks will cause great harm if left to propagate his corrupted notion of courage. He must be persuaded to desist, though I do not yet know how. Mayhap his regard for you could be turned to our advantage, but leave such considerations to me. For the time being, you would do well to put Folks from your mind. Focus on your training and strive to master the technique I've taught you. I look forward to our next meeting.
Okay.
Do not throw spear. Under no circumstances throw a spear. You should only ever use it if you have to disengage. You should never disengage for any time outside of mechanics. Many times mechanics are dealt with in a manner so that melees don't have to disengage, and if you have to disengage for less than 1 GCD, it's better to not press it. Huh. That sounds high level to me. I'm gonna throw my spear at things. Now, if this is not a meet cute, I don't know what is. Anyway, if you enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy XIV with me, apologies for all of the Lancer nonsense. I'm just trying to get to the Dragoon, which is apparently interesting. You can hit the like, comment, and/or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when more Final Fantasy XIV is coming out. If you want to see episodes on this channel early, become a member of the channel, because that gives you early access to things. If you want to watch these episodes being recorded live, head on over to the Twitch. If you want to watch the VODs of all the stuff that happens in between episodes, when we just kind of hang out and shoot the shit, subscribe to the Twitch channel, because that gives you access to VODs over there. That is all of the self-promotion. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.